Hi there, carnivore hunters. This is Rick. I have something kind of fun for us today. Let me turn the camera around and show you real quick here. So today I'm gonna be unboxing this LEM meat grinder. If you saw me during the making of the summer sausage, this little guy, I've had it for 21 years. I still had the receipt for this from when I bought it, and I bought it in 2000 in October of 2003 for $109.99. And the motor was just starting to burn out. It was taking forever to grind meat. So today we're going to unbox the LEM. And I put the box up there just to give you kind of a size comparison. This little one had a 150 watt motor. This LEM's got an 1100 watts, so huge difference. I think I'm going to be able to just go. The claim with LEM with this big bite is that you can ground 17 pounds of meat per minute. I got this as an early Father's Day present from my wife. She knew I was wanting a new meat grinder, and I had been researching them, and I researched several. And I sent her this one as a joke, and she surprised me with with the new meat grinder that I really wanted. So we're going to unbox this thing. It kind of shows you on the side here what all comes with it, but stick around. Let me get this camera turned around, and we'll start unboxing this big boy. All right. Let's start unboxing this and see what we have in here. Something I hadn't considered when I was buying this. I mean, you saw the other box was half of it, what this one is. So something I hadn't considered when I bought this was storage. And this thing weighs, man, 65 pounds. So that's something to consider if you want to buy this big guy here. So we have a manual and a schematic of how it goes together. That's interesting. So we'll set that to the side. We've got a sausage stuffer plate, a number 32 10 millimeter plate, and it's kind of oily, so I'm going to leave that on the plastic. This must be some sort of tool or handle. I guess we'll find out here in a little bit. There we go. Man, just this alone has some weight to it, but it's got the 4 millimeter plate right in there. And then we have the assist, I don't know what you call that, the assist for pushing the meat through, the plunger. We have 3 different size sausage stuffers, or cones, I don't know what you call those either. Alright, and I think we can get rid of this styrofoam. Big old plate to put all your meat in. That's going to hold a lot of meat. And this one has a unique difference compared to my old one. Is I think they added this extra plate in here for safety, so you don't get your kid's hands stuck in there or something, I suppose. So that's kind of a neat feature. Then we have the unit, the main unit. Let me get this on the floor so I can pull it out easier. Woo! That thing is heavy. Wow, so let's get this out of the bag first. And my old grinder I kept in a box, and I would put tape around the open edges to keep dust and spiders and bugs out of it. This guy, I think I'm going to just hang on to this bag, and when I'm not using it, rebag all this just to keep the dust out. And I'm going to have to find a different place to store it. All right. So this is nice. It's got a little storage drawer here. It's got some desk in there we can get out of there. But that's where you can put all your plates and stuff when you're not using it. So that's pretty neat. I think what I'm going to do right now, guys, is typically, if you watch my sausage video, I would take this and freeze it. All the stuff that where the meat's going to touch. Man, it's got a nice big auger inside. I wanted to just do a demo, so I bought a little roast. Yeah, let's just get this put together. So there's a thumb screw right here. That's backed out. There we go. So tighten down the thumb screw to hold all this in. And there you go. The tray hooks up or snaps right onto this handle. I'm going to hit pause and try to figure out what this little tool's for, so give me just a moment. Okay, so what this tool was, it's got a little notch here. It's the auger puller. So I suppose if there's a bunch of meat in there, kind of binding it up. The auger slides in here really easy. It's got these teeth on the end here, so you've got to rotate it to make sure you've got your auger engaged. And I am engaged right there. And so here's the blade or the knife. That's going to go in here with the flat side out. So, and it's got a square here, so it keeps that blade in place. So I'm actually going to grind some meat. So I pulled this 4mm out, and I washed all these because these all came with some sort of grease on them for shipping, I suppose. So I'm going to start with the 10mm. And there's a notch here, so I'm going to line it up with the notch down here. There we go. And this will hold everything into place. I'm going to put these in the storage unit it comes with. I'm going to leave the 4mm out though. We're going to test this thing and see if it really, well, I'm not going to do 17 pounds of meat, but I am going to, I went and bought a roast because I'm like a kid in the candy store today. I got a new toy and I can't wait to play with it. Typically, you want to, like I said earlier, you want to freeze this stuff for an hour or so to keep it cold, but since I'm doing such a small amount of meat and I really want to show you guys this this grinder, I do have the meat in the freezer. It'll just help with the grind. So I'm going to get this plugged in. I think my power switch is over here on your side. All right, so let me pull the meat out. All right, so I just bought a nice roast from the grocery store. We got a good layer of fat here that I'm going to keep. So let's start cutting this up. And we'll just cube this into 1-inch pieces or so. Maybe 2. All right, guys, let's see if this cuts as fast as they claim it does. Sorry for the noise, but here we go. Wow, look at that. With my old meat grinder, I'd have to use the assist to get that meat through there. The auger's doing all the work right now. I'm not even touching it. I can't even keep up. The auger was empty right then when I just peeked in there. I forgot to look at the clock to time it, so as I'm editing, I'll leave a comment up here to tell you how fast this first grind went. I'm going to go to the 4mm after this. That's it right there, guys. I'm not sure that was a minute. All right, let's turn this off and put in the 4mm blade and do this again. Yeah, probably with the other one, especially when you're also freezing fat. All right, get 4mm in here. We're going to run this through again. And let me just show you guys the first grind. Actually, let's use that tray for what it's intended for. And away we go. Again, guys, I can't even keep up with this auger. With my old one, I struggled so hard. Actually, this one might need a little assist. I think because it's lighter and fluffier. Oh, there we go. That was it. Looks wonderful, doesn't it? So, and you can see too how well it blended that fat in there. So now I'm going to get a scale out, get my vacuum sealer out, and I'm gonna have 4 pounds of meat. I'll leave one out to cook probably and freeze the others. So, man, if you have any questions about this LEM, leave it down in the comments and I'll answer what I can. I'm new to this unit that Waring Pro I had 21 years. I got a good 21 years out of it, and it was on its last leg, and it just wasn't grinding it very well anymore. So this is going to be a game changer. And with as quickly as this grinds, I may not take my deer or my elk to the butcher anymore, because that's what would hang me up, is having to grind all that meat. And I hated taking my meat to a butcher I didn't know. Anyway, let me know if y'all have comments, and thanks for joining us.